Hello and welcome to Ready for the Right Guy. So happy you've decided to join us as we go into this brand new year. And I've asked each of our experts to give just a little thought or a tip on attracting love in the new year. And our guest right now is the wise and wonderful Roy Biancalana, and his main website is coachingwithroy.com. So Roy, take it away, if you will.
Yeah, okay. So I was just sitting here thinking about that, and I want to stay in the tip category. The conversation we have in the actual interview goes into some deeper things. But let's stay a little bit more kind of, I don't know if I say the surface, but people a lot of times ask me, what should I say when I first meet someone? There's all this talk about pickup lines or all that stuff. But it's speaking to whenever you meet someone, whether it's online or through an event or, somebody fixed you up, you have an initial conversation. And the tip is to recognize that the first 10 seconds really sets the relationship on a particular path.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very difficult, like a train, to stop it and turn it around once you start it a certain way. So the tip is to be very aware of how you start conversations with people. Because if you start by playing some sort of game, with some kind of line, just kind of, playing a game of some kind, versus being real, versus saying something that is authentic from your heart. However you start it is how the relationship goes. So the tip is sort of like to ask yourself, what kind of relationship do I want to end up in? Do I want to end up in a relationship where we don't tell the truth, we sort of manipulate or play games or use innuendo and that kind of thing? Or do I want to be in an honest, authentic, open, here I am, as I am kind of relationship? And my guess is you want that kind. If you want that kind, then start the relationship that way. Say something that is not gamey, that's not a line. Say something that you actually feel. It might be something that you feel about the way the person looks. It might be you saying something that you appreciate about something they've done. Or saying something authentic about the environment that you're in, right? You're just going to say something that is from your heart, that you're actually feeling. Now that can be scary for people because they're like, oh, I don't want to tell somebody on the first time I met them that, my God, your blue eyes are killing me. Right? That would let him know that I like him, and then he'll have all the power. I'm like, well, then you're going to play a game. So like, if you meet someone and there's something about them, or something that you're feeling, even if it's like, I already know that if you ask me for my phone number, you might get it, right? So you're flirting, but you're being honest. Like, no, I already know I like you. And if you were to ask, I'm thinking in my head, if this guy asked me out, I'm saying yes. Say that. Don't even wait for him. Because you are thinking that. That is authentic. You're not lying. You're not making it up. I'm actually over here thinking that, oh my God, if you ask for my number, I'm going to write it right on your hand. So that's what I mean by being real. Show your heart. Show your feelings. Let a man know what you're thinking right from the very beginning. Because some men won't like that. They want to play some sort of game. Good. Get rid of them. Other men are going to be refreshingly attracted to how vulnerable you are, to how open and honest you are. And those are the men you want because they want to play that game. Like, oh, I want to be in a relationship where we tell each other what we're feeling and we're not afraid. We're not playing any games. Oh, you can't say something like that until the 4th or 5th date. Oh, you can't tell a person that because then they'll have all the power. No. The way you start it is the way it's going to go. And some won't like it, but the ones that do, now you're in business because your train is going down that authenticity path. Okay? There's your tip.
Yeah, I really like that. I really think it's true that the way a relationship starts, even in those first few seconds, can really set the tone for the rest of a relationship. And this whole idea of really being authentic is what we're talking about. You're being real. And in our interview, we talk about getting ready for something real. So we're going to go much deeper. So be sure to tune into our actual interview on the event. And thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much, Roy, for this great tip.
Yeah, wonderful. Glad to be here.
Bye-bye for now, everybody.